Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. I am Nikki here with Jess Ford, and today I'm going to do an overview of Copilot 360, what it is, how it works, and how I personally set it up. Okay, so I am back home and I'm going to go over all the driver assistant features and how I set them up personally. And I'll also explain what each one is so that we can all learn together what they are. So if you go to features on your display screen and you hit driver assistance, it'll list all of the driver assistant or Copilot 360 features that are available in your vehicle. So the first one on here is auto hold. What it does is it keeps your vehicle stationary. So if you put it in drive or reverse, it'll keep your vehicle stationary until you hit the gas pedal. I don't personally enjoy that. And so I do not have auto hold on because when I hit reverse or drive, I would like it to start moving. So I do not have that on. Okay, next is cruise control. You can select on some vehicles, you can select the type or style of cruise control in your settings. So it is normal cruise control. I mean, it's just any average Joe cruise control. Adaptive cruise control is when it sets a specific distance from the vehicle in front of you. So if you are going 60 miles per hour, but the vehicle in front of you is going 57, your vehicle will maintain a specific distance and go 57 or whatever speed the vehicle in front of you is going. And you can also select the gap between the vehicle in front of you. You can range from close to very far, and you just select what distance you want. So I personally drive with adaptive cruise control because it's just less braking, honestly, and it maintains a safe distance between the vehicle in front of you. The next one is lane centering. The vehicle does not drive for you, but it helps assist you in staying between your lane lines. Some vehicles offer different lane centering levels. Sometimes it'll alert you here. Sometimes the steering wheel will vibrate, and sometimes the steering wheel can assist you in staying between the lines. But again, you have to drive the vehicle, and it'll remind you to keep your hands on the wheel. And then the next one is speed sign recognition. So what that does is it recognizes speed sign changes, and it'll adjust the speed based off of what the speed limit is, basically. You can set a tolerance, like for example, I'm not saying to do this, you can set the tolerance to 3 miles per hour over whatever the speed limit is. So if the speed limit is 60 and you set your tolerance to 3 miles per hour over, you'll go 63. If the speed limit changes to 35 miles per hour, it'll go 38 based off of the tolerance that you set of 3 miles per hour. I personally do not use speed sign recognition because it doesn't recognize school zones, construction zones, and things like that. I like to see the speed sign and then adjust myself the speed. So I do not use speed sign recognition. I do use lane centering. I think that is a very handy tool and keeps you within the lines and making sure you're staying alert. And then adaptive cruise as well. It just keeps a safe, maintained distance between the vehicle in front of you. So that is how I set up my cruise control. Okay, next up is speed limit assist. If you select speed warning, what it does is it pops up a tolerance tab if you click speed warning on. And what it does is it alerts you if you're going over the speed limit. And you can set that tolerance. So if you want to be warned, if you go 5 miles per hour over the speed limit, what it'll do is where it recognizes the speed limit on the dashboard, it'll blink and definitely get your attention. So you can set that tolerance anywhere from 1 mile per hour to 5 miles per hour. So if you're going over the speed limit by that tolerance, it'll flash and alert you if you're going over the speed limit. I personally don't use the speed warning, so the speed limit assist. I think I do a good job paying attention to the speed limit signs, and I think I do a good job of not speeding in speed limits. But if you have a hard time recognizing speed limit signs, or if you want to be notified that you are speeding, this is a great opportunity and a great option for you to be notified. Okay, next is the lane keeping system, in addition to the lane centering. So when you hit lane keeping system, you have mode and alert intensity. And what lane keeping does is it helps alleviate unintentional drifting when you're driving. So it'll help keep you between the two lines. So if you hit mode, there's 3 different modes. There's alert, which will vibrate the steering wheel and notify you on your dashboard. There is aid, where it actually will assist in the steering wheel to keep you between the two lines. And then the third option is alert and aid. I do alert and aid because if I'm unintentionally drifting, 1, I want to know about it. 2, I want to be assisted to make sure that I'm staying between the two lines. And then the next option is alert intensity. You have low, normal, and high. I want the intensity of the alert to be on high because I think that is the safest driving option that the vehicle offers. So why wouldn't I use it? But that's how I set it up. Okay, next on our list is pre-collision assist. So what that does is it can audibly and visually alert you if you're going high speeds compared to the vehicle in front of you or the object in front of you. It makes a very loud noise to make sure that you pay attention. And then also it'll flash on your dashboard as well to make sure that it catches your attention. So pre-collision assist, I have it turned on because we live in a rural area where there's a lot of tractors, there's a lot of slow moving vehicles. And if for some reason I'm looking out this way and I'm not paying attention on the road, I would like to be notified if I'm about to hit something. By the time the pre-collision assist alert comes on, you don't have very long to respond. The distance indicator lets you know how long you have to either brake or steer or get out of that situation. I do have the distance indicator on, so I know how long I have, which isn't very long at all. But then automatic emergency braking. If you do not respond in time, the vehicle will brake for you, which I have that turned on as well. If I, for some reason, am looking off in the distance while I'm driving and there is a swather driving on a third of the road that I don't notice because it's kind of on the side and he's going 5 miles per hour and I'm going 45, reaction time is going to be very, very short. And so if I do not react in time, I would like the vehicle to brake for me. So that's why I have automatic emergency braking on. Evasive steering assist. Again, if you do not respond in time, if you do not brake in time, the vehicle can steer to avoid the situation. I personally don't have that turned on. That is completely up to you and how you want to have it set. And then the last one on here is alert sensitivity. You have low, normal, and high. I think you know what I'm going to recommend. I'm going to choose high because if there is a safety feature that allows me and my passengers to be in a more safe situation, I'm going to choose it. So that is why I have alert sensitivity on high. Okay, we're moving down the list. Rear view camera delay. I have this turned on. So what it does is it keeps your rear view camera on after you take it out of reverse. So if you're parallel parking, it's annoying when your camera keeps disappearing. So if you put it in reverse, your camera shows up. If you put it in drive, your camera will stay on until you hit a certain speed, or you put it in park if it's a manual transmission, the e-brake. But I think it's handy to keep the camera on. So I have that switched on. Blind spot information system. So when you're driving and there is a vehicle, let's say on our left, back in our blind spot, we'll get that little light on the side view mirror that'll notify us that there is someone in our blind spot. And you have it on both sides, your right and left rear blind spots. So I have that turned on. Cross traffic alert. If you are in a parking lot and you put your vehicle in reverse and you can't quite see, there's a vehicle parked next to you and you can't quite see traffic coming either way, this will notify you. It has cameras that watch, and it'll beep, 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 and then also show a little alert as well if a vehicle is coming that you cannot see. So I think that's handy. So I have that turned on. Reverse brake assist. Same thing as in your pre-collision assist. Reverse brake assist is just when you're reversing. Again, same situation. Parking lot, there's a car coming that you can't see. It'll alert you. If you don't respond in time, the vehicle will actually brake for you so you can avoid that vehicle that you cannot see. So I also have that turned on. So driver alert. If you are swaying, or in Ford's definition being unattentive, there will be an alert that comes on your dashboard that says, what does it say? I'll display it right here of what it says. But it also has a cup of coffee, which I think is hilarious. But it'll notify you if it thinks you're not paying attention. And there you have it. There is our overview of Copilot 360 and the driver assistance features that are available in this specific Expedition. If there are other features available in your vehicle that you want to know more information on, shoot us an email, drop it in the comments. I would love to answer all your questions that you have about it. Make sure and like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hopefully we will see you next time.